I'm impressed with Bitcoin. Listen, it's not to say if markets keep falling, it's not going to continue, at some point break a little bit lower. But
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Let's join Gareth in this video about Bitcoin and more.
look at yesterday, it pierced my pivot line, right? And I've talked about this pivot line. As long as you're above on a daily closing basis, this is bullish, right? But yesterday, intraday, it pierced, closed green. Today, it touched it again and is back up. So whatever's going on here, there are buyers that are accumulating. Now, listen, if it does close below this pivot line, it might go down to the mid 50s, maybe even the low 50s. But to be honest, the way it's acting in this environment, you get into the mid 50s or low 50s and you got to nibble a little bit. You just have to. And listen, eventually I want to be clear on this. It's making a bull flag, right? So upward movement, sideways consolidation, at some point it breaks out. It's just a matter of, does the fear in the markets increase to the point where even investors in Bitcoin get skittish, which can happen, absolutely can happen. So just be aware of that.
Bitcoin saw a modest comeback after dropping to multi-week lows of $60,435. Despite market turbulence, Bitcoin bulls remain hopeful, betting on global liquidity to support BTC prices. Bitcoin's price fell nearly $5,000, reaching $60,435 before bouncing back to attempt to reclaim $62,000 on August 3. This 3% rebound followed a fresh liquidation cascade and a challenging day for global stocks. The Nikkei's 6% drop set the tone for Wall Street's losses. U.S. employment data, which missed expectations, added to market panic. Bitcoin lost several key support lines, including the short-term holder cost basis. The sell-off led to significant liquidations, with CoinGlass reporting $230 million in crypto longs wiped out over August 1 and 2. Michael Van de Poppe, CEO of N Trading, highlighted the market's response to poor U.S. job reports, suggesting a substantial recession is priced in. He believes the Federal Reserve will likely cut interest rates in September, a bullish sign for crypto and risk assets. Despite recent volatility, Jeff Ross, founder and managing director of Vailshire Partners, remains optimistic. He noted the rising global M2 money supply as a positive indicator for Bitcoin. Ross highlighted a potential reverse head and shoulders pattern on the weekly BTC chart, suggesting a bullish outlook from both technical analysis and liquidity perspectives. Bitcoin's recent price movements reflect the broader market turbulence, but rising global liquidity and potential Fed rate cuts offer a hopeful outlook for BTC in the coming months.
I want to just touch on this. Solana did break down. So Solana, again, here was your topping tail. I noted that in the game plan the day it happened. Topping tail at double top, classic reversal signal. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down days in a row. It is nearing support. You can see this area right here, a little bit of support on Solana. If it goes a little bit lower, good support here. One thing to note on Solana too, this is actually an up move with sideways consolidation. In fact, this chart looks very gold a la gold type play prior to its bigger breakout north of 2000. So again, listen, who knows? These cryptos are very high risk and they swing like crazy. But things like this do get my attention. Remember, I'm a chartist. I'm a technician. I follow data and charts. I don't care if I like Solana or if I hate Solana. I don't care if I like Bitcoin or hate Bitcoin. Doesn't matter to me. I shut that part of my brain down. It's all about what the charts are saying. So when his chart says bullish, it's bullish. And again, don't get me wrong. Short term, we could still go lower here. We could actually go all the way down to 120. We're in a sideways channel, right? But this bigger pattern is the macro pattern, right? You have the micro pattern, which is like the next 1 to 2 weeks, maybe 1 month. And then you have the macro pattern, which is like the next 1 year, let's say. And again, the macro pattern on this, at least for now, is bullish. Now, can it change? Absolutely, it can change. All right, let's go to gold real quick, guys. Gold is up a little bit on the day. It did pop initially here, and it's pulling back, but it's still net positive. Look at this trend line. Pivot high, pivot high, pivot high. Another channel, pivot low, perfect channel. Resistance, where's the high level of this? Right at 2,500. So I do think we're going to touch 2,500. The question is, does it get rejected off that channel at some point? And just to be clear, generally upsloping channels eventually break to the downside about 7 out of 10 times. Now, keep in mind that's only 7 out of 10 times. 3 times out of 10 it doesn't. So just be aware. But I'm just giving you the straight up truth. And you guys know I'm bullish on gold. So it's just being fair to the charts and letting the charts dictate what they're saying to me. Silver here, guys. Silver is fighting again with this pivot line. Closed above. Remember, once it closes above, it's got to maintain it for at least a day to get bullish. It didn't yesterday. It came back in. Today it was above, and already it's coming back in. And this is the tricky thing with industrial metals. Silver is definitely at least 50% an industrial metal, and so we have to respect that. And that does make it a little trickier, just like copper. Copper's industrial, right? In fact, fully industrial. So that obviously has been tanking quite a bit recently. All right, let's look at oil real quick here. Oil coming right back in. This is very indicative of bear market rallies, right? You get these monster spikes, and then what happens within a day or two, you're right back down. And why is that? Well, because the bigger macro picture is deteriorating epically, right? And I think that's so important for us to understand is that as everything kind of deteriorates, the demand for oil is going to go lower, right? If you have more unemployment, less people driving cars to work, the economy's producing less, right? Because it doesn't have as many people to sell to because they don't have as money. All of those factors are going to weigh on it. But during bear markets, you get what's called rip your face off rallies, just like here. You know what was a recent rip your face off rally in likely a bear market? Nvidia. When Nvidia was down here at 103, touched 100 after hours, and then ripped up 13% the next day. In fact, from the lows, it was about 16% on the day. That's a bear market rally. If you look at Nvidia, what happened? Yesterday it dropped. If we go to Nvidia intraday, it's down now trading just above just below 105. It's down even more here. It's down like another $5 pre-market. So basically, it's erased that entire move up, and it's right back here at 105, right in this range right here. So that's, again, very indicative of bear markets where you get these monster moves where everyone rushes in thinking it's the greatest sale in the world, and then reality strikes, and it's like, wait a minute, it's not so good. All right, let's go to natural gas here, guys. Let's take a look at nat gas. And nat gas here, folks, is up a little bit. But remember, this is just a lot of chop. I still think tons of support down in this range. I still like the long here on it. Although, again, you could say, hey, isn't this due to, shouldn't this get hurt on the economy? The answer is yes. But remember, a lot of it as we get closer to winter is heating. So there's other factors here with natural gas that doesn't make it quite as direct a relationship with the economy as oil. And also, it's already discounted majorly, trading back at basically $2 on natural gas versus oil is still elevated even with the recent declines. All right. So again, guys, just some very interesting things on that front. Just to kind of point out here that I want you guys to stay aware of.
Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, announces that the stock market crash has arrived, describing it as a lucrative opportunity for investors to buy assets at lower prices and get richer. Robert Kiyosaki, renowned for his financial insights, declared on social media platform X that the stock market crash has arrived, with substantial losses being recorded. This announcement comes as many financial experts have been predicting a downturn. Kiyosaki emphasized the wisdom imparted by his rich dad mentor, highlighting that market crashes are prime times for the wealthy to purchase assets at significantly reduced prices. He urged investors to see this crash as a chance to accumulate wealth. Kiyosaki has long advocated for investments in gold, silver, and Bitcoin. He recently forecasted a significant economic downturn followed by a major bull market, predicting Bitcoin could reach $10 million per coin, gold $15,000 an ounce, and silver $110 an ounce. These predictions are based on declining trust in fiat currencies and historical market trends. In his message, Kiyosaki encouraged investors to act during the market crash, describing the downturn as an asset market sale. He stressed that this is the time for investors to buy and set the stage for substantial future wealth. Kiyosaki's call to action underlines the potential for savvy investors to capitalize on market downturns, turning them into opportunities for significant financial gain. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.